Earlier this month, eastern Pennsylvania was dealt the harsh meteorological reality that the interaction of a tropical system with its counterparts from the mid-latitudes can result in an extreme, even catastrophic rainfall. In this case, that accomplice was a front, which on the morning of Monday, September 5th, was crossing the state, having already brought an inch of rain to parts of the Susquehanna Valley, the dark green and yellow here. That front stalled to our south and over the next 24 hours produced another inch plus over about half the state. By Wednesday morning, the center of once tropical storm Lee was close enough and the moist ocean flow strong enough to bring a large area of 2-inch plus rains to central and eastern Pennsylvania, the oranges and reds here. And by Thursday, a reorientation of the front and more ocean moisture led to a north-south band of torrential rain centered right over the Susquehanna Valley. Rainfall for the entire event exceeded 10 inches in the swath of eastern Pennsylvania shown in purple here. More than 15 inches fell in Elizabethtown in Lancaster County, more than 13 in Harrisburg, a foot in LaPorte in Sullivan County, almost that much at Sunbury in Northumberland County. Flooding in the Susquehanna Valley extended from New York to Maryland, with 107 gauges above flood stage, 32 of them at or above major flood stage, second only to the flooding from Agnes in 1972. In Pennsylvania, record crests occurred along the Susquehanna at Mashopin in Wyoming County and Wilkes-Barre in Luzerne County, both of those about a foot above their crest during Agnes, and also at Bloomsburg in Columbia County at 32.75 feet. A few days later, the muddy waters of the Susquehanna could easily be seen from space, emptying their runoff into Chesapeake Bay. Many smaller creeks also turned into torrents, such as Loyalsock Creek in Lycoming County, where several bridges were heavily damaged, including the Lycoming Valley Railroad Bridge in Montoursville that's used by many companies serving the natural gas industry. The normally placid Swatara Creek became a torrent in Lebanon and Dauphin counties, cresting in Hershey more than 10 feet above the previous record high. Meanwhile, in Lancaster County, a 5-ton, 125-year-old covered bridge was swept away by the rushing waters of Chickies Creek. The flooding forced Bloomsburg University to close for more than a week, just resuming classes this past Monday, while the Bloomsburg Fair, originally set to open this Saturday, has been canceled for the first time in its 156-year history. The only other time the fair was affected by the weather was in 1975, when rains from Hurricane Eloise shortened it by 2 days. Nearby Knoebels Amusement Park sustained the worst flood damage in its 85-year history, as the creeks that merge in the park rose to levels not seen since Agnes. Nationwide, 2011 has already featured 10 billion-dollar weather disasters, more than any year on record. The economic cost of the flooding associated with Tropical Storm Lee is still being totaled, but will likely end up at least in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Fred will be back with the extended forecast next.